Ah, man, I'm chilling, man. February 21st
Yeah,
for the
man.
WBA 154-pound Continental title.
Yeah.
You against Ray Robinson, Jeter Promotions, live casino over Hanover, Maryland. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited. You know what I mean? We got the call for the fight, and I just was I was happy to see they said, man, we're gonna work on getting the title. So now we got WBA Continental America's title. I mean, you know my well documented history with the WBA, but uh,
Oh yeah,
we doing it. Yeah, we doing it. No. We you know we in a good place. Uh, we just gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen this time. We're gonna get back into talks. I've been paying attention to the 54 division. We see who the players are. So we can secure this title. You know what I mean? Maybe a couple more wins out of that. Might see what's up with Xander.
he,
He's holding the belt.
Xander. Yeah, Xander is holding the belt, and with the WBA Continental, it would automatically make you top 15 in the world.
That's the hope. That's the hope for sure.
No, ain't no hope. That's the rules.
Oh, I like that. I
That's the
like that.
rules.
I like that. I like rules. I like rules when they follow 'em.
True, true. You against everybody knows I'm a Philly guy. You against Ray Robinson, one of my Philly guys, a guy kind of like yourself, been in there with the best, gotten the short end of the stick a lot of times. Why him?
I mean, why? Really, why not? But at the same time, it's like that's the name. That's the name that came across. That came across like somebody said Ray Robinson. I said, all right, bet let's do it. And he still has a great record. 26-2, I think, in a draw. He's been in with guys. He's been in. Josh Kelly is currently an IBF champion. He's been in with Josh Kelly. Been in with Mean Machine. Been in with your Dennis Ugas. So what I mean,
Sean
he's a
Porter.
name. Like truthfully, I think this fight deserves more recognition than it's getting. I mean, I'm great. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful to Jetta Promotions for making the fight and everything. But I mean, we deserve to be on the prelim or something. Now, I ain't gonna say deserve. I think the work we've both done has earned us a spot on somebody's prelim. You know what I mean? But I mean, we grateful wherever the stage is. I'll be there
Okay, now he's a guy that I knew you've watched fight before.
for
Like
sure.
you said, he's fought Sean Porter, he's fought Ugas, he's fought Josh Kelly, he's fought guys just like you fought guys.
Yeah.
What is it you see that makes you think that you'll be successful February 21st?
The biggest thing really. I mean, I see. I mean, he like in it. Well, I guess in his some years ago, but I still look when I train for a fight. I train for the best version I can find. So like I'm not training for 40-year-old Ray Robson. I'm training for the Ray Robson that was doing it, trying his best against the names we named. But um, I mean, I think he's a solid boxer, counter punch. He got good skills, but I I just think my boxing IQ is up there with a lot of people's, and then I mean there's a 10-year age gap in my favor. So these things do play in, but um, you know of course the height. I think he won't be used to having somebody uh, uh, taller than him, that much taller than him, and things like that. That always comes into play, but the skill set's tremendous on my end.
Southpaw versus Southpaw. Both of y'all normally have that advantage.
Yeah.
Y'all both don't have that advantage. So everything's on the table in this fight, you know.
Yeah, everything's on the level. I mean, our usual advantages that we would have against the opposite stance, those go away, and then I mean, now we're gonna see who did the work. We're gonna see who really did the work. I mean, he's been in with some southpaws. I've been in with some southpaws, but uh, I've only got a few. I think I only have a very few southpaws. I think maybe like four maybe southpaws on my resume. I would have to look again, but we did we did the work. We were working diligently. I was actually supposed to remember I was supposed to fight Mark Dawson. So I've been training for Southpaw since what, September? So, I've been
Yeah.
putting a lot of diligent work in on that side, apart from the quick trip down to Thurman's camp. You know, it's been Southpaws ever since.
So it's just fuck Philly. That's you just on tour. You just
No, listen, man. I love Philly. I love coming to Philly to see fights. I love fighting in Philly. You know, I love Philly fighters. Jesse Hart, shout out Jesse Hart, one of my guys. You know, Greg Hackett. You know what I'm saying? My man, my man Jamil. You gonna start acting like you gonna start acting funny now. Don't try to act like
I'm
we
just
live.
saying, you want to beat all the 54s up. That's the
Man,
energy
no.
I'm getting.
Philly fighters are accepting the contract, and I respect them for it. They signed the contract. I respect them for it. Even Mark. Mark. He pulled the fast. I guess he pulled the fast one on us. But Ray Robinson's coming to play.
Okay. Um, Ray Robinson. People felt like he beat Mean Machine. People felt like he was robbed in that fight. People felt like he was robbed against Josh Kelly. People felt like you were robbed against Gabriel Mestre. People felt like you were robbed against Sergey Boyachuk. Now, is that why this fight is great? Two dudes that we've seen perform on the highest level against the highest competition are now going head to head.
Yeah, I think that has to do with it. I mean, the who's who really knows. Like, oh man, this is a good fight. It's like, are we the biggest names in the sport? No, but like the hardcore fans and the purists, I think they're gonna get a kick out. They're gonna get a kick out of this one. I think, yeah, we both had our journey in the fight game, and we still pushing. We still both got great records. You know what I mean? And then
Mm.
we're both looking to put a blemish on another blemish on each other's record. So I mean, it's gonna be a great fight. There's shit at stake. There's WBA Continental America's title is at stake. We win that. Whoever wins that gets another big opportunity.
Now, looking at the landscape, 154 pounds, I ain't asking you to look past Ray, of course, but looking at the landscape, how does Mike Fox fit in?
I mean, Mike Fox gonna come out the blue. Like he pause. Mike Fox gonna come from nowhere. Damn, that's messed up too. But yeah, they're gonna wonder where the hell they're gonna wonder where the hell he been. They wonder where the hell he been. Like, Mike Fox back on the scene. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to say. Mike Fox back on the scene. I want, you know, if I get, like I said, I get in them rankings. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be, if I'm not somebody's mandatory, I'll be somebody's voluntary defense. That's where I'm at in my career, uh, where I get the opportunity. Somebody sleeping on Mike Fox, and then Mike Fox surprises everybody. I mean, I'm still not, like, even with my record. I'm 25-5. I'm not on nobody's short list to fight. They like, man, yeah, they be like, maybe, nah, not him. We can get the other. Well, let's get this dude, not him though. You know what I mean? And then they're not gonna tell their fighters that. They're gonna just be like, and we're gonna get around. It's like, who said no to him? I wouldn't have said no to him. Like, we know you wouldn't have said no to him. That's why we had to do it for you. We got this
Mm.
fight for you. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it.
Yo, you know what this fight reminds me of?
What's that?
And when you talked about the prelims, but this is the kind of fight that I've been seeing. Paramount, Zuffa Boxing. I've been seeing fights like this where it's like, guys, names that you recognize and
Yeah,
matchups that, everybody just wants to see like the top 1% fight. But then you think about all those matchups. Like I saw Gavazic fight Hot Rod.
that was tight. Yeah,
Great fight. I seen
that's
Butayev fight Boyachuk. And it was like, I
that's
never
tight.
even thought about that fight, but seeing it
Right.
seeing it live was like, damn, that was a good fucking fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Ray
I mean,
Robinson,
yeah,
Mike Fox.
for sure. Now, that's the thing. It's like anytime, anytime there's a new avenue that presents itself, I don't close the door. You don't close the door to anything because the Vodnik Hot Rod fight, even before I actually watched it, I said that joke gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, there I like, if you really look at it, apart from them having the uniforms and things like that, look like they fight in the operating room and shit. Um, they they're still putting up some good fights, man. Like, they're doing the same. They're doing probably this. They're like Pro Box with a bigger budget. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yes,
Pro
that's
Box
exactly
TV.
what it is.
Yeah, they like, it's like they got a bigger budget. You know what I'm saying? They pulling through that. Oh man, it's gonna be some. He's still fighting. He's still moving. Yeah, no, we just was waiting on the opportunity. That's what it comes down to. Especially like apart from the fight, apart from so Vontae just get stopped, but the only other time he got stopped was against Archer Peterbiev. A lot of people got stopped with Archer Peterbiev, so he's still. I mean, he's in his 40s, but I mean, he said, like, I still got some bread I can make in this sport. Gave it. I mean, he's giving it his try. You know what I mean? And shout out to Jalil Hackett too, man. He fought and won on Zuffa, man. That's my guy. But you know, it's any like don't turn like I would tell anybody don't close the door to any avenues. Like you know, that's why I'm back active. You know what I'm saying? Jetta came with an offer contract rate right. It seemed pretty standard, so we finally got back moving in 2024. It's 2026. We in a WBA fight now.
Yo, my man SOB, my man Tago, 2 cents. What's good with y'all? My man James. Yo, any questions y'all want to ask Mike? Put them in the comments. As long as they respectful, we'll ask them. Um, I know you want a traditional world title, Mike.
Yeah.
I know you wanted that for a while,
Right.
but would you entertain the pivot to Zephyr, being that, like you said, it seems like the regular boxing politics don't exist there currently, current as is.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of 50-50 fights against dudes that don't have the the traditional backing, like, oh, he's Mexican, he's Puerto Rican, so we're gonna he's a black kid from a big city, so we're going to kind of like walk him slowly, give him fights that he can win, etc. It seems like it's like, all right, two guys, you good, he good, let's have it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't turn down any opportunity. Like anybody that went, like the thing about the Zuffa belt is it comes down to who wins it. Whoever wins it is who will legitimize it. You know what I mean? Like so Ja Patai is supposed to fight Brandon Glenn. So
Good
I mean
fight.
right. And let's say hypothetically, let's say Brandon Glenn beats Ja Patai. If Ja Patai was holding the IBF belt and then he went and then Brandon beats him for the Zuffa belt, I mean Brandon should be counted as legit. They can't say, oh, he beat him, but it was for a Zuffa belt. No, they're gonna say he beat IBF champion who didn't lose his belt, Jai Alpataya. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, so the fighters are gonna legitimize the belt. Fighters are gonna legitimize the belt. Thing about the Zuffa is it's the same people that are running UFC. I worked with a lot of UFC fighters, help some of them get into the UFC. Um, so I seen something like everything they're doing. I expected to see. This wasn't a surprise to me. A lot of people don't know. I started my career actually in an MMA gym. My pro career I started in an MMA gym. I was fighting in the amateur boxing scene. Uh, a MMA coach, head coach, he called my father, got in touch with my father, and we started teaching him how to box. So I seen I've never really seen a counter, but I've seen like the ins and outs. There's people I can call. They broke it down to me how things went and everything like that while they were there. And like all of this is pretty par for the course. The same thing the UFC did. It's the same people. So Zuffa's doing the same thing. So they're gonna right now they got the black and white short trunks. That's until they get a some type of sponsorship deal. They're gonna
Sponsor,
get a
yeah.
Reebok or Venom or whoever they get to come on board. You know what I mean? There's 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 pros and cons of signing with Zuffa just because like with you sign with Zuffa, like any of those sponsorship, those mom and pop sponsorships of restaurants or whatever type of store that they have, you're gonna sacrifice those sponsorships. All right, so like if you were like that happened when the UFC first inked the deal with Reebok. A lot of bands they had. Yeah, I can't. I pull in like $10,000 for sponsorships.
You broke up a little bit. Somebody call.
Yeah. I put it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, that's how it always is, yo. Go
Sorry,
ahead, finish
sorry.
you saying.
Yeah, but like it's like I said, it's just things you're gonna sacrifice with Zuffa, like sponsorship and things like that. You're the thing about the way they moving. It's you're they don't they're building their brand. They're not gonna build you into a superstar. You can become a superstar as a just if you have like that charisma, but their main thing is building their brand as opposed to building superstar boxers. That's the difference. But you'll still be fighting, you'll make money, and it should keep you active. Only thing about it is like they're signing guys and they're having guys fight. They had on the first card they had this Mexican Olympian fight a kid named Austin DeAnda. He's from like Lynchburg, Virginia, in that area. But
Mykal Lopez,
maybe that was what his
Mikael,
name
yeah, I
was.
think
Yeah, something like that. So, but he fights this guy Austin, who's at the who has fought and fought well at the club level, but you just didn't have that experience, and it showed. But shout out to Austin. That's only one loss. They hopefully they have him back. He's a good boxer. He just stepped. I mean, he just kind of stepped out there too early. But that guy has a lot of amateur experience that he took into the pros. You know what I mean? Where all the end kind of learned on the job in the club deal and shit.
All right, so we got 2 questions, all right? My man James Blackwell has asked, how has camp been?
Camp's been great. Like I said, I got a lot of great sparring in. I lost track of like how many like sparring rounds we've done, but it just it's just been great. Like a lot, I implemented a lot more kind of like sprints, a lot more sprints in different fashions too. Running, aerodyne bite, like even on the bag, like we explode with volume of punches and things like that. And work on being recovering. Like we're looking to be active, keep the win. Just keep control of the pace. You know what I'm saying? However, wherever I need to take it, I just want to be able to have the energy to do it. So yeah, camp's been great.
All right, so we got another one. If you fought in Zuffa, would you compete at 47 or 60 because they don't have a 54-pound division?
That's a good question, but I might maybe try my hand at 60. I might even try my hand at 60 just because.
I mean, I didn't already see you beat the shit out of one of the guys at 60. That's making
Right.
noise over there.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah. I like we can definitely try my hand at 60. If I was signed with them, I probably would get in the gym a little bit, put a little more size on. Anyways, like if I for sure gonna have to be at 60. Like I'm at a point now where I'm fighting at 54. I think for the right offer, I could still make 147 without it being too detrimental to me. Like even like I made the weight for the last fight, even though it got canceled. It was contracted at 152 max. I woke up at like 51.7. You know what I mean? So I'm like, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do it. You know what I'm saying? That was coming off of I was on a vacation where I actually gained a little bit of extra weight that I had to pull off. So I'm like, yo, now this camp, I'm where I was normally. I started where I normally start. So like that extra weight ain't nothing to play with. But I have a good system, got a good team. I know how to. I know how to cook. So I make my own food. You know what I'm saying? Any fighter that's trying to fight, anybody's just trying to box, and you trying to start the way I started, it's probably best you know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Before you can, and then you'll be able to hire a nutritionist if you get to that level. Definitely hire a nutritionist. Take the guesswork out. But yeah, I know how to make weight. I know how to make weight. I'm responsible about it, and I know how to eat throughout the day. So I think I could for the right offer, I could do 47. Like yeah.
my man 2 Cents said they snake Rampage Jackson Reebok though. I don't remember that, but
I don't
ain't
remember
even
the
lying.
details of it, but I remember.
I ain't
Yeah, I remember
surprised.
Rampage saying something about it though. I don't remember all the details. I remember Rampage saying something about it, but this is even crazier. So when they got the Reebok deal, John Jones had Nike. Nobody picks Reebok over Nike. Like, come on, bro. Who's picking
Unless,
who?
yeah, unless the check is like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
If Reebok offering me 2 mil and Nike's only a mil,
Yeah, and you got a
hey.
decision to make. You got a decision to make, but like, I mean, the way it kind of works, I know UFC controls the purse strings. I'm not really sure. They don't. I don't think they. I mean, it's based about. It would have been based around who they superstars were at the time. They got more, but the people at the bottom of the card might have like. Well, my one man say I'm getting like $2,500. I could get double that for the sponsors I had. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you wanted to be in the UFC, but that's the thing. That's the way that the UFC, which will probably switch over to Zuffa too. They'll carry that same idea, that same mindset. Like it's the biggest opportunity of your life, and you don't want to wear it. Like, but but the fighters are the product. The fighters make the company what it is.
Yeah, real shit. Real shit. Watching it aesthetically, like the fights are fire.
Yes.
But I do think the presentation will get better when there's a sponsor, because right now, like you said, it's bland. It's like watching like UK fights like 10 years ago. I know you remember that shit. Watching UK fights like back in the day is like,
yeah, it just yeah, like you said, like, and the biggest thing everybody's saying, like, there's no, the trunks is how fighters show their personality and things like that. You are taking that from these guys, in a way, you are taking it. You just black shorts or white shorts, poncho or jacket, and it has to be black or white. And like the whole thing with that is just like there's no, it's just devoid of color. It's devoid of personalities. And I'm like,
yeah,
like I mean, everybody can say like they done seen some. Like, I seen this one young had this one. Like that's part of it. That's what makes a fight memorable is when it's a good ass fight. I'm like, man, Cuz had these all white trunks, right? Da da da, Or Cuz had this sequence. It was sequence one side. You remember those are details you remember. You remember
facts,
niggas walked out with the sombrero.
facts.
Like, say what you want about Devin and anybody that walked out with a sombrero that wasn't Mexican or whatever. You remember that.
Yeah.
Like they remember when Roger Mayweather did it. He was the he was beating all the Mexicans. They wasn't fucking with him, but it added to the
Terrence
narrative,
Crawford
added to the
wearing
story.
the net with the big fish. Like,
Yes,
yeah,
run around with the net. Yeah, when Jared fought Austin Trout, he walked out with the little fishnet joint. You know what I'm saying? That joint. You know what I mean? So I mean, you remember those type of things. And I mean, you taking that. Yeah, somebody said the Camacho had fits that people remembered, and they were still talking about it. And that's a entertainment factor that's being lost in their presentation now.
can you hear me, Mike? Because somebody called me.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Wait, I gotta... Yeah, James, cool boy with the
Hey,
Tims
listen,
and the shorts.
we was talking about that all night. I met my man. He got a nutrition club with us. We had to jump watching the fight, watching that card. He's like, he keeps staring like, yo, your man fighting in Tim's. I'm like, because I'm talking, yeah, man, hey, Fold can box like more. Like, he about to fight this dude in Tim's. I look, I was like, no, those aren't Tim's. He's not about to fight this man in Tim's. Those are some shoes that were custom to look like Tim's, and they did really good. They did really good. But I like this nigga's not out of his mind.
Hey yo, for some reason I can't hear you like I was.
Dang.
So I'm about to like hop off and hop back on real fast.
All right.
Because I hate when people call. It always fucks the shit up, yo.
Right.
Give me 1 second.
I just stay here?
Yeah, stay here. Talk.
All right. Bet. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that nigga be tripping, bro. I don't even. Oh shit, there you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now you low as shit.
Can you hear me?
I mean, I hear you, but it's low.
Now I'm low?
Yeah, now you're low.
Damn. Wait, all right. I'm gonna come back out and come back in, yo.
All right. Yeah, Ray Robinson. Mike Father is Ray Robinson.
What about now? Am I still low?
Yeah, you're still low.
What the fuck? Hey, Mike, you come back out and come back in.
Who, me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I feel like the originality is really, really important in boxing. But I understand what Zuff is trying to do, though. Is that better?
That's excellent.
All right, let me put my
Yeah.
hand.
So in summation, man, Zuffa has its pros and cons. Like I mean, like any company, but it's certain things they're gonna have to. I think certain traditions they're gonna have to learn to adhere to and respect.
I think with time they'll understand that while they had MMA pigeonholed, like they had complete control, like
Yeah,
like they introduced MMA to the worldwide audience.
yeah,
Boxing's had a worldwide audience for 100 years.
yeah.
You can't
Mass
treat
new
boxing.
coming in. Yeah,
Yeah, you're new. You can't treat boxing like you did when you're introducing something that's kind of like brand new to the world. No,
yeah,
like
yeah. That's always like the case. Like, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. With like, it's a certain way you have to market to boxing when you're trying to introduce your platform. Like even when the Combat League, or now known as the Boxing League, came in, the way that, man, it's how boxing going to change. It's the future of boxing. It's like that. You don't sell it. Don't pitch it like that. I think you were wrong to pitch it like that. They should just. I mean, he wanted to get some excitement around it, but at the same time, it's like a certain way you could have sold it. Like, man, we have this a different version of boxing, a team aspect, that we want to bring the team aspect of boxing and introduce it. These guys train together, they'll fight together, and they'll win together. It's a certain way you market to. This is a long standing company, boxing in its entirety. It's long standing. So you can't try it, because if you come in the wrong way, they feel like they'll look at you as an intruder. You don't want that. You
yeah.
don't want to go in. Yeah, you don't want to go in there you want to start your first day on a bad note. You know what I mean? But you about to meet the boss and you spill coffee on him. Nigga, you fucked up already.
I know you don't want to give me too much about the game plan,
Uh,
um, but we're going to talk about does this win do for Mike Fox?
I mean, it puts me back into title contention. You know what I mean? We win here. We should, I guess, at the start of the new month, or by April, by the end of March or whatever, I should be in the top 15 at the WBA at 154. And then, like, if we once we get there, we'll start looking at the names that's in that division, like who we got to beat to keep going up the ranks, man. We got work to do. We always got work to do.
Okay. Um, Ergashev, Mean Machine, Boyachuk, Gabriel Mestre. Where does Ray Robinson fit? Like, where do you rank that name as far as the Mike Fox guys? Or you won't know until you get in there.
It's one of those, yeah, that one. Right? We won't know until we get in there. But it's like, I guess, as far as status, or and prestige, I think, Main Machine fought for a world title. Ergashev fought for a world title. Boachuk won an interim world title. So, I mean, he would have to fall up under them. I mean, a slouch, but he's not. I mean, he's not as a he is neither of us. Well, no, he's not as accredited. None of us are as accredited Boachuk, because they say he secured an interim world title. Main Machine fought for a world title against Bud, but he came up short. I came
Mm.
up short for a world title. Ergashev, he quit, during his world title, but we all made it to world title level. Um, However, Ray Robson, like I said, been in with Ugas, who went on to be a world champion. He was in with Josh Kelly, who currently just won a world champion against Bakum Martazayev. He had to earn that
Yeah.
joint. And there's a little bit of controversy with it, but at the end of it all, he won. You know what I mean? So, but I think Ray Robson is one of my better opposition. And like I said, I respect the resume, and these are the fights that excite me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a guy that's been in with some who's who, and then we see who we are. We find out who we are. Or we
Well,
show no. Let me say, we show everyone else who we are.
will the best version of Mike Fox be shown February 21st in Hanover, Maryland?
Absolutely. Every time I step out there, be better than the last time. You know, we gain all this experience. We learn from it. We perfect what we do well, fix what we do bad, and each time out, I'm trying to impress. I'm trying to look like I want to be like, man, fuck, Michael's on his shit. That's what I want. Like the people that know me, my contemporary, my fellow boxers gonna know like Mike on his shit tonight. And then I want people that don't know me to leave, be like, hey, that tall motherfucker was doing this thing.
Yo, we gonna be in the building that night. Live Casino, Hanover, Maryland. Mike Fox, Ray Robinson. Mike's my man. I fucks with Ray. He does this to me every time. I swear he does this shit on purpose, man. Mike does this shit on purpose, yo.
Hey, listen. I don't. They ask me who I want to fight. They don't ask me who I want to fight. They say, "Hey, would you fight him?" I said, "Yeah." If he says yes,
Man,
I'll say yes. You know what I mean? It's never
in them back rooms, Mike be like, "Man, give me the Philly dude, Mo."
No, I don't. No, I don't. I like I said, I love Philadelphia. I love Philadelphia, man.
All
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Raised off hard times and cheesesteaks. You know what I'm saying? I love you niggas.
Speaking of the WBA, which if you're successful, you'll be ranked in. The
Yeah,
WBA interim champion is looking like he's going to face the WBC interim champion. That's a fight that's definitely going to affect you now that you planted your flag in that division.
yeah,
Jaron Ennis, Vergil Ortiz.
yeah.
What you think?
For the for the for the unified interim.
Interim,
This is crazy.
unified interims,
That's about to be a long ass interim.
right?
And he is now the WBA and WBC interim unified world champion. But nah, though look, that's one of them ones. I hope we can get that sooner than later. I hope we can get. I hope we can get that in 20. I hope we can get that in 2026. If it's at the end of 2026, that's still 2026, and I think that's a step in the right direction for as far as how long it takes to get fights going. We've been talking about it. They've been talking about it. As soon as the Bama's went to 54, we got to talk about it. And for anybody that doesn't know, I'm from Prince George's County. When I call somebody Alabama, it's not to be taken in with malice. But yeah, but both of those guys, I think both fighters are gonna bring another layer out of each other. A different I think we know Virgil's tough. We found out he got a nice jab on him when he fought Boacha. As far as Boots, we know he styles, he can box, he can move good. I think it's gonna be times where he has to, sit and dig in with Virgil a little bit. He's gonna have to get Virgil's respect some. Just like, man, I'm just to hit him with some shit just so he can continue boxing if need be. I think whoever kind of can implement their game is just gonna be the winner. Um, I'm cool with both guys. It's hard to really say. It's an interesting fight. Like as I watch it, I mean, as I think about the things that are apart from just what they do, you also have you also have these guys with great trainers. Multiple world champions apart from Virgil and apart from Boots. Bozy has O'Shea. Bozy was helping Scooter. A few others too. I feel like, and then Robert Garcia. He's like probably one of the best Mexican trainers out there, best trainers out there too. I think so. Those things come into play. Who can in tight fights, close rounds, or really bad rounds, who gonna be able to pull? Who want to put their fighter's head back on straight?
Yo, funny thing is that you mentioned Bo and Robert.
Yeah.
Bo and Robert are going to go to head again before Virgil and Boots because I think Jack Catterall is fighting Jose Ramirez. I know they're talking about that fight.
Yeah.
And Bozy trains Jack Catterall.
That's a little. I mean, that was easy to pick. I'm gonna pick Jack on that one just because Jack always kind of had like good movement, good lateral movement. I feel like Ramirez, his legs are kind of slowing down on. He wasn't never really a fleet-footed boxer, but I think it's probably a little worse now, but I think in Jack Catterall, I think Bosey's going to teach him how to bite down on some guy. He was a good counterpuncher, had great skills, but I think that's what Bosey kind of brings to his fighters. He leads with skill first. From what I've seen, he leads with skill first, but he's when he want man get young enough, get this young enough out of here, son. He's one of those type of dudes. And it's worked out. It's worked out thus far. As far as Boots and Vergil, I think it's gonna be a tight one. I'll lean towards Boots because Boots has taken less damage in just in his fights. They're gonna say Vergil's fought tougher and everything like that, but I mean, like after the Madrimal fight, this man was left with cuts under both eyes, and that means he's willing to take some to give more, but I don't think you can take those type of punches from Boots.
Okay. How does it end? Is that one of them Jones where somebody's got to go?
I won't say that somebody has to go, but it's gonna be one of those fights. I think where both guys get stunned, both guys get hurt, both guys gotta dig deep. It might be one of those fights. I ain't gonna say it gets. I'm not gonna say for sure it's a stoppage, but if it's not a stoppage, it's gonna be one of them fights that might take some years off both of them.
Okay. Now you fresh off of Keith Thurman training camp. It seems like whoever's fighting for Ndora, they dial 911 Mike Fox.
Yeah. I need to get a business card made, but it don't need. I actually don't even need to. People just it's getting to a point now where people just get somebody number, like ever since Mendoza knocked him out, it's just like even them, they knew some people that knew me. They're like, man, y'all need to get in touch with Michael Fox. You know what I'm saying? And then I actually asked Brian Mendoza one time, like, how did y'all actually find him? He said, man, yeah, so my strength coach, he knows Dr. Rosa, and then Dr. Rosa sent your father's number by accident, blah blah, but it worked out. And then when Tim Tszyu was getting ready for the first Amazon card, and they switched to Fundora, Brian Mendoza sparring him. He's like, hey, who's that tall bloke you used in your camp? He said, Michael Fox. Brian calls me. He said, yeah, I just want to see what's cool with you before I gave your number out. He said, because Thurman's out, he's injured, right. And then, word of mouth. You do good work, don't be an asshole. Your work name gets around. Then as soon as they announced, like Cordell Book actually got in touch with me too, but we didn't get that over the finish line. But then they announced the Tszyu fight again. His manager at the time reached out to me on Facebook Messenger, and he's like, "Yo, look, we know you got the Bochuk fight, but right after that, we want you to come down for a month. We want you to come to Australia for a month. We're gonna pay you a quarter of the dollar." They hit me right after I left the ring. Same night I left the ring with Bochuk. He's like, "Hey, yeah,
yo, wait, so you leave the ring and then you deal. Damn.
Listen. Yeah, he was just like, yo, we started the fight. Dude, you look good, man. Things happen, blah, blah, blah. He said, we just wanted to know is, would you still be good to go? I said, yeah, nah, I'm a little sore, but this is not going to heal before June. You know what I mean? He said, all right, well, I'm about to book these flights. Send to my information. Before you know it, flying. I'm on a, well, actually, nah, 14 hours plus another 5 on a 19-hour. I'm spending 19 hours in the air.
Dude, listen, I can't do that shit. And there's a bunch of places that I want to visit, but I can't be in the air longer than 6 to 7.
You better make that shit work, Slim. You want to go somewhere?
I'm gonna break that shit up.
Yeah, I mean, you can break it up to a degree. I broke it up from Baltimore to from BWI to LAX, and in LAX we had 14 hours to fly to Australia. I'm watching.
What the fuck are you doing for 14 hours, Mike?
Look, all right, so boom, check this out. I'm gonna tell you how I do it. Mike Fox is 6'4", right? So Mike Fox plans accordingly. I ain't just fought, so I was about to spring for the business class. But that shit was grayed out when I tried to upgrade my flight. They got the flight for me. I tried to upgrade it. That shit was grayed out. So I got the row right behind the emergency row. So, and I get an aisle seat. I get an aisle seat. You know, I can stretch my legs out a little bit, right? I watch movies. When I start dozing off, pause it, go to sleep. The girl woke me up. She had to go to the bathroom. I stood up, got up, and then I waited until they were done in the bathroom and sat back down. Let my legs stretch out a little bit, let the blood flow get back around. Oh, and wear compression pants. That's a key. That's a key for any fighters. It helps your blood flow when you're on planes. Wear like compression pants. It helps. Um, and then and then when they sat back down, I would finally sit back down, and then then just repeat. Watch a movie. Plenty of movies. If I watch like 3, 4 movies on that jump, I dozed off for a bit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wasn't missing a chance to go to Australia, and they're gonna pay me to train, to do what I love to do already. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I was getting ready for the fight with Kendo Castaneda. I'm sparring Tim Zoo. Come on, bro. I'm not missing that. I'm not passing that up. You know what I'm saying? I got good work. I got paid, and I got to see Australia. And on top of that, I can't. I still don't know how much a flight to Australia costs. I didn't have to pay for it. My hard work got me there.
I feel you. I respect it. I gotta break that shit up more.
Man, look, and that's why. Do you want YSM to always be an East Coast product, or do you want YSM to go worldwide, bro? I mean, you let me know what you want to do. You let me know what you want to do.
Ah, man. You right.
Dang.
Or I can hire motherfuckers
You can do that
in
too.
these places.
You can do
But
that too.
no. I still I want to go to Japan. There's a bunch of places that I still want to see, and
Yeah,
hopefully,
Japan's on the list for sure.
yeah, like I want to go to Japan,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna get out of my own way, and yeah. But I gotta ask you, how was the work, and what's your thoughts on Thurman versus Fundora? You've been in there with all of
Yeah.
Fundora's opponents, just
Right.
about.
So Thurman, I know when I sparred him, before the fight, got canceled. So I guess we were about 2 weeks out. We sparred once, and then we found out the fight got canceled. We sparred one more time just we was down there, and but I mean, he's older, but he's still live. He's still lively. I know for like at least he'll be lively for at least 7 rounds. That from what I saw on that last, I'm actually going back down there. I probably shouldn't talk too much about it, but because he called his coach just called me earlier this week, was like, yeah, you can still come back down.
You ain't gotta give me too much. You
Yeah,
ain't gotta
like,
give me
but you
too
say,
much.
yeah, like you said, but he's like, yeah, could you still come back down? I said, yeah, I fight February 21st. After that, we can, I'll come down there, and then so I'll say, he's still crafty. Like what Thurman does, he mixes up his offense. He makes up his offense, so he moves good, and then he'll come in with a big shot. And sometimes he'll come in with a combination, and he don't stop at like 3 punches. He'll let a lot go, and he knows how to and he knows how to angle his punches in differently. So that's gonna, I mean, that's gonna present some. I think that's going to present some challenges because he's still pretty fleet of foot. He's still pretty fleet of foot, and you can't one or if he's going to throw a bunch. And I think that'll that'll help. But one thing I did see, like I saw Fundora at the. You remember he was doing that little catch game? They had. If you saw the PBC joint, he was doing a little reflex game.
I saw it.
Like they said, he had hurt his hand. He didn't hurt his hand. He tore his bicep. He tore his bicep. Like I don't know. Like he said, he's back, good to go. I mean, biceps here, he's still young. Everything heals, but I mean, that's a layer in the game. If you're preparing for the best version of Fundora, it shouldn't really matter. Oh, and Thurman doesn't talk. Thurman doesn't actually talk at all when he spars. Believe it or not, it seemed
That's
like
surprising.
I thought for sure he would. And I'm like, man, this ain't come down here popping that shit. I'm definitely about to try and put the miss on him, so he ain't gonna have nothing to say. I had it in my head, but actually, though, like he's cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Actually, really really cool dude. He's I'm not saying he's putting on the front like when he's on the stage, he's performing a bit, not in the sense of he's fake, but just in the sense of like
No, it's
same
a
way.
character.
Yeah, it's a
Ali.
character. The same way Ali had his when wrestle with an alligator, something in the well, handcuff lightning through thunder, and just that type of situation. It's just he's not as witty as Muhammad Ali. A lot of people weren't though. But he talks. He gonna talk that talk, and he's gonna make and in his prime he made people tune in. He made people tune in, Joe. Like even when it was Thurman versus Zoo on the court, on the court, he said the right things. He was like, "Hey, I'm sitting to watch this." Um, that at this point in his career now, I don't. I hope this one gets good ticket sales and everything goes well because I think if were he to win, were Thurman to win, it would definitely shake up the division. We got the old now we got an old dog still holding court. I mean, he still has a great name. Only one loss. People are going to go
Yeah.
after him. People are going to go at him. So I mean, it could. I mean, we still even if Fundora wins, we still got some great fights on the docket. But Fundora could fight Xander. We get the winner of Vergil and Boots. And then who's in WBO? Or we could get Fundora and Josh Kelly. We can these are all
Yeah.
fights I would like to see. I think either way it goes, anybody those 154 been the most competitive division since like 2017 at least. So everybody's fighting everybody. So however it shakes out, I think we're gonna have it's gonna be a fun time at 154.
Yeah, I hate when everybody calls me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hey.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask you who's gonna win that. I'll ask you after you go to camp because two different camps or whatnot.
Yeah. I mean
Yeah.
he's going in at least with this camp, he's going into and that's I was thinking with my camp, like I'm going into like we got a southpaw, then we got another southpaw. So we ain't gotta change too much. We can build on what we had, things like that. So he's got the same deal where he'll be able to kind of continue on from like I'm looking to bring a different version of myself every time I get in the ring. So I mean, but he'll have some things he's been probably working on. Like he knows who's next, and you've had extra time to prepare for him. And we'll just and Fundora too, and when we'll see, and we'll just see who did better with their time.
Okay. Last question.
Oh, hold on, let me get the Blackwell. You said what's boxing scene like in Australia? Really quick, let me get that one. Uh, what they'll tell you is that despite them being a big country, people it's a big ask to ask people to come down there, things like that. So they're like, man, we really appreciate you making the trip. I'm like, man, I appreciate y'all inviting me out, but like it was like a big deal. Like it was like a really big deal that I was there just because we don't see. He's like, man, we don't see it. We don't see the rest of the world much. Like I went to a local show, like a club show, at that joint, and they flew a bunch of opponents in from Thailand. Do you know one of them Bama's like swept the opponent?
Huh?
He swept him like whoop, and like his like feet go flying in the air and get slammed on the
No.
floor. I swear he forgot the rule set. So dude on the ground like Ralph, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then um and then and then they took like 2 points. Like so now if you even sneeze on this motherfucker, we disqualify you. But the whole thing is like I know where you from, I know where I'm from. Like that's some shit like that happened. They might have would have had to escort Cuz out of the arena. Like he probably like, yo, they going you need to go. You know what I'm saying? But the fight ended up getting it ended up being a no contest because of a headbutt and everything. Dude just rushing in real crazy and things like that. But it's a local promoter down there. He's like they like according to the guy I was with, he was like man, he just know his place. He said I hope these guys get fights and maybe get them to no limit and things like that. It's not the boxing scene as far as I know. It goes through no limit boxing. George Rose and his two brothers, the guys that promote Zoo and stuff. But the boxing scene down there, they fight. They find a way to make it happen at the club level and at the the bigger like broadcast level.
My man HBCU Spotlight said, if people want to get familiar with you, what fight would you suggest someone watch?
You can tell them which one you know. I know you know.
Mestre.
Exactly. I knew it. But no, really, that is one of my I mean, honestly, that was the
I don't
that went
know.
huh?
I don't know.
Not that one. I thought that was a great night. Like I showed my mind you, I was coming off of
I'm gonna say Boyachuk.
that too. That was a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
say Boyachuk because Boyachuk, you've seen how Boyachuk made Vergil look.
Yeah.
And then I want him to watch the contrast between how Vergil looked against Boyachuk to how you looked against Boyachuk.
Yeah. I think that fight is a good fight to show like to show my to kind of show my toughness and everything like that and how I go through and like I stand I stand up to any controversy but like he missed weight tremendously like he blew two weight contracts. I still took the fight. They have offered me money so I still accepted the fight. But the Maestre fight was another one that was I took that fight pretty much on 12 days notice. um and I was coming off of a broken hand so I mean just you know adversity isn't adversity isn't really there to stifle you. It's to build you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, and I learned that's what you learn. I play video games, and one thing if there's if there's opposition that way, you're going the right way. You know what I mean? The Luke
That
Santa
is a good
Maria
one.
fight was thank
Lucas
you.
Santa Maria. That was a good fight.
Yeah,
That
The
was a
Luke
good
Santa
fight.
Maria fight was also a great
That
fight.
was a good fight.
That one was that one was another difficult one just because not difficult necessarily in the fight, but it was during the pandemic, 2020. The gym I was training at, they had shut the gym down. We had when we started getting calls about potentially fighting again, we begged the dude, man, open this back up, man. We getting offers, things are happening, these are opportunities. He finally let us back in, but I had to shake some rust off and things like that, get things back moving. But no excuses, man. Shout out to Luke Santa Maria. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everybody's situation was a little different, but nobody had the same situation necessarily, but he capitalized. He did what he was supposed to. I still think like that if that was a fight, I thought I pulled off. I didn't get too much recognition from the I didn't get too much acknowledgement from the judges for my efforts, but we that was a fun fight to watch. If you want to those old kung fu movies where you would all that shit. That's how the it wasn't no crowd in there. So before I was like, y'all motherfuckers sound like them one of our old Bruce Lee movie y'all was the way y'all was mixing. And of course, yeah, of course he was. Of course we weren't happy about the loss, but I took pride in my father like seeing that I dog it out. I dog it out when I got to. You know what I mean? Even my friends from high school, my friends from childhood, like dog. I know that didn't go the way you wanted to go, but that was one of your most entertaining fights. You stood up, like you got knocked down, you got up, you went right at that motherfucker. I'm like, hey, bro, this is what I do. Like, I'm a on my best nights, I'm probably a pure boxer. I'm things like I'm, or some people say I'm awkward or whatever. But when it's if it takes getting into the if it takes jumping in the mud with a motherfucker, Mike Fox will jump in the mud with you.
Mike, February 22nd. What's the outcome?
Mike Fox wins. Mike Fox wins. Mike Fox back outside. Mike Fox back in the rankings. Where Mike Fox been at? He been right here. You know what I mean? Mike Fox been laying low, but Mike Fox been working. That's what they gonna say. That's what they gonna say. And like I said, I'm 30. Mike Fox been focused as he said how to 30 or since before. But um, I'm just this is gonna be it's gonna make me really happy to see my name in the rankings, and then we can start talking even if it's not even for world title. I just want to be in fights that people want to watch, fights that pay. You know what I mean? Like you name a name, the answer is probably if the money's right, the answer is yes. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't mind fighting like Connor Ben if he need one on the way down to 47. If you want to make it a pit stop at 54, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there in London. My passport good. I told you I've been around the world. I've been around the world boxing. As long as there's a ring, I'm I'm in there. We can get it. We can get it popping.
All right, let's do this. We got L Dub the plug. Rankings
Dub, what
guru.
it do, my man?
A Dub. If he's successful against Ray Robinson, right? The Continental is going to get him top 15 in the world. You tell me who should be next, Dub.
Yeah, Dub the plug. Dub always know. Dub always know. He know. He hit me one time like, "Hey, are you fighting?" I said, "Shit, you tell me."
Right?
Right. How does this nigga know anything?
Yo, I don't, man, look, yo. Dub done told plenty of people, like, yo, yeah, you fighting this guy.
Right. Well, you know what it is? The truth is.
Phone call ring, like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, the truth is, I have this theory. And I'm like, feel me on this. I know it's gonna sound crazy. But Al Haymon was never some old black dude. Al Haymon was L Dub. You know what I'm saying? Al Haymon was L Dub.
Yeah, so before we head out, if you still on here, let me know who makes the most sense. Look at the WBA rankings. Tell me who should be next.
Yeah, I ain't even looked at them Jones yet. Maybe I should have, but like the focus has been Ray Robinson. We don't look. I haven't planned anything.
I know.
Like, what's next? They be like, what's next?
But we ain't asking you. We asking Dub. Dub's gonna let us know.
Yeah, I haven't looked past the 21st. Damn, LDL might roll out on us. We was talking too much.
He might have hopped off. But Mike, I don't want to keep you. I know you in training camp, man. Good luck on the 21st. Of course, you know I'm gonna be in the building.
Yep.
I think me and Greg gonna hop down for that one.
Greg, hey, shout out to Greg Hackett. That's my guy. Shout out to Greg Hackett on he coached a hell of a fight against with Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart should have won that, Joe. I had it. I gave him the first 4 and the last 3. You know, man, shout out to Greg, shout out to Jesse. You know what I'm saying? And then, man, and shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Jamil. Oh, shout out to Shakur Stevenson. Put the mitts on Tio. And Team Barrios for the 21st, man. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna be I guess I'm gonna have to hear about it, but I'm Team Barrios because fuck Ryan Garcia. He's a racist.
Oh, this is your folks down there. All right. Yo, for anybody watching, February 21st, live casino, Hanover, Maryland. Mike Fox, Ray Robinson, 2 names you know for the WBA Continental.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all got to pull up.
Yeah. This fight matters. Is it the biggest fight you heard of? No, but it still matters. Still matters, man. Y'all come through. Anybody that's anybody that's trying to come through, man. I still got some tickets. Hit me on Instagram, something like that. We can deal electronically, and then I'll send your and then I'll have your money. I mean, not your money. I'll have your ticket waiting for you at the box office. And if anybody from the area is in this chat, man, hit me up. Y'all know how to get in touch with me, man. Like I said, still got some tickets. This is a great card also because we got Derek Scooter Davis on the joint. We got Nashi Smith on there. We got my man Esri Turner. He's spent some time in Philly and Maryland and Delaware, I think, a little bit too. Got my man Tyler Langer from Baltimore. So this is a great fight, great card, man. Y'all pull up. Please pull up.
All right, Mike, thanks for having me. I know you took time out your busy schedule. You got strength and conditioning, training camp. I appreciate you, bro. Good luck.
Man, I appreciate y'all too, man. Shout out to YSM.
All right, man. We out of here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yes, sir.